Good evening, all of you. Welcome to RevJNIT NIT program. Welcome to the module PLSQL. How are you all? Preet Vihar Center, Borivali, all from all locations. Yes, Sunny, how are you? Tet Copper Center, all of you please respond. How your learning is going on? Everyone please respond. Yes, Akshay Mahinder, how are you? Aarti, could you please check at your location? Others, please respond. Am I audible to you all clear? Sunny, that I will speak to tomorrow. I can confirm it. That I will try to do the last CT. Okay. Exam date is on 7th. That has been rescheduled. Yes, Akshay, enjoying Oracle. Great. So have you all checked the exam date? As you all requested, the date has been pushed to 7th. That is final. Now it is not in our control. So can I expect from all of you? Would you all get ready for that date? Yes, Aarti, very good. What about all from Preet Vihar Center and Borivali Center? Actually, that I planned in this week, but you all have requested. Then again, we had a discussion on them. On 5th Monday, we have holiday, and 7th will be the exam date. Fine. Amarnath, Aishwarya, Akshay, Darpan, you missed last class. Simran, Sugyani, Rawat Vikas, Sauradarshan, Sonal, Sunny, everyone. I am calling you everyone. Pune Deccan Center, Tet Copper, Preet Vihar, everyone. Right. How practice is going on? See, usually, yes, college exams, okay. Yes, Aditya. Usually, when we are reaching to an extent of exams, right? Internal at college, okay. Sonal, Sumran, yes, okay, no problem. So that is the reason I did not see you since many, like 2 or 3 classes, I hope, right? Yes, Sugyani, I know. You were present. Okay, sometimes, okay. See, generally when we are reaching to an extent of the date of examination, we feel little bit complexity and we feel little bit like discomfort to get ready for exam. It's a common state of mind, but I will help you in one particular way. We shall have some sessions on cloud consultation for MT preparatory. So module test point of view, in which way you should focus, I will take up some sessions, 1 or 2 sessions, 2 minimum I will take up, so that you will get a clear idea how you can approach for the exam. There you can concentrate on the way how you can analyze the question and how you can respond to the question in certain areas where you can focus more, right? This is one thing we shall plan. And what about your practicals? How many have completed as up-to-date practicals? Anyone is there? Yes, Aarti, that is there. I will share it to you by end of the session today. Okay? Group is there for our batch. So, can anyone respond? Till what chapter you completed reading and preparation in Kit 2, in level 2 of PLSQL? Can you all respond to this? Oh, Sunny, great. But Sunny, you should spend for remaining almost 8 days or 7 days for 2 chapters per day. If you can take up and if you can spend time, second book also easily you can complete. Not 2 chapters, 1 chapter per day. So likewise, if you can plan it, easily you all can do. See, when you are able to understand some subject, we can invest our IQ to gain more subject, right? First level is understanding a particular point. Once if that is clear, then gaining knowledge is easy. So with that objective, you start reading. And we are moving into the last few sessions. That is one, the PLSQL compiler. When you are working with a Oracle, there we had a discussion on the role of a Oracle engine. That is what Oracle compiler. What are the program you have written and what are the statements you write generally, that particular statement has to be accepted by the Oracle technical component called as Oracle engine. Fine. So in that engine, compiler is a part. So we already identified the role of the compiler related to the parsing the statements, related to compiling the statements and executing the statements. We had a discussion on these points in functions or in procedures. So parsing, compilation and execution, right? So as a developer, as a database programmer or a forms developer in Oracle, you should understand what way you can use the compiler efficiently for your requirements. Reason, the PLSQL is a code constructs of SQL language with your conditional construct, looping construct and with some database objects like procedures, functions, triggers. These are all when you are using, you will integrate into different areas of Oracle. Now you are eligible for finding an opportunity in industry as a developer of database. But you can move into different streams of opportunities in industry, like a forms developer, solution provider, or functional code writer. But in all these areas, how efficiently you will use the compiler for your requirements is the objective of this session. So, the PLSQL compiler, being a developer, how you can use it, like how you can use the engine features. Second point, all of you, main objective of this compiler, can I know from all of you? So in a simple terms, the role of the compiler is translates your code into machine code. The role of the compiler is simply translate the code into machine code. So if you find difficulty R3, you can easily understand. I am sharing a small point of what it is actually. 1 minute. So compiler translates your code without applying many changes. What is without applying many changes? In the sense, generally what are the default settings of your compiler you have, that you can directly use without any changes, right? So that I am sharing with you one more statement I am adding that you can easily analyze. So you can use compiler. The compiler translates your code to machine code without applying many changes for performance, right? But what I can do with this. The PLSQL compiler initialization parameter, PLSQL compile time warning. Generally, while you are writing programs, in case of any program doesn't work as you expected, how do you check the error? There are certain type of warnings or errors can be generated. Those we should understand. According to that, we will modify the program, or according to that, we will fix the errors, right? So the role of the compiler is just to change your code, whatever you have written using Oracle syntax, that has to be converted into a machine understandable instruction. That is the main role of the compiler. But what is the way how you can analyze the initialization parameter and compile time warning? These two are the objectives to understand. Fine. All of you, have you all taken the basic point of the role of the objective of the session? Can you all respond to this? All of you, just click on play. Right. Fine. So there are certain objectives we should discuss. One is PLSQL compiler initialization parameters. That is the first lesson, and then we will discuss about warning. So these two are the objectives. So agenda of the lesson: PLSQL code type and PLSQL optimized living PLSQL compilation initialization parameters. By reading this, it's not easy to understand. Okay, what is this? I will explain to you. So the first one, you select the PLSQL code type. Based on the different type of code construct, it may be a select statement, it can be update statement, insert statement, delete statement, procedure, function, cursor, trigger, or it can be of any type of PLSQL code block that has to run efficiently, right? So that has to run efficiently. It should not consume much memory. It should not take too much time of your CPU, right? So it has to complete its work in an optimum level. Like how you can make your code block to complete its work in a faster time, in less time, in a faster way, right? So PLSQL optimized level, because you want to get the work done in a best performance level. That it is a execution of a PLSQL code block of any type. So using the PLSQL code type and PLSQL underscore optimized underscore living, these two are the parameters. Second point, the slight difference between these two, I hope you all have understood. Performance is always, it is the way how your instruction has been completed. Generally, your computer performance can be measured, general computer, whatever the computer you are using, that would be measured in the point of view of the consumption of the memory, consuming the resources of your operating system, and your CPU time, processor time, and number of cycles of operation. These are all actually will be measured in the performance of your computer. So if your computer is physically working slow, simply someone suggests that change RAM or increase RAM, change CPU or something they can suggest. That is what the best way how you want to make your computer work. Same manner, in your PLSQL program, the code whatever you created, the code you want to make it to run efficiently, right? So the optimized living performance is the initialization parameter. Subjectively, we will discuss more about this. Initialization parameters. What is initialization parameter? That I want to explain to you all. Fine. So once if you look into the four different category of the PLSQL initialization parameters, PLSQL underscore code type, PLSQL underscore optimization underscore living, and CC flags and PLSQL warnings. Okay. So now actually these are all different way how your compiler can be used in your program execution. That is main objective in this program, in this module. It is nowhere related to your SQL coding. It is nowhere related to your PLSQL coding. It is related to how efficiently you can use your PLSQL or Oracle compiler. Okay? Can I know from all of you? This is subjective, different from the PLSQL construct. All of you please respond, because it is a different topic. You may feel like it is not a function, it is not like a procedure, it is not like a trigger, it is something else, right? Got it? So that is the reason I am not taking you directly to that area of how you can use it. So I am just giving the brief idea continuously, because you are making your engine ready and you are improving the performance of your database compiler to get the optimum result of performance, best result of performance. So how you will make your system ready to get more advantage of performance? Same manner. Here some of the things are there which you can configure, which you can use for improving performance. Yes, Arthi. Optimum is in that sense here. Optimum means in the meantime more work. Okay. Best performance in less time. Best result with less consumption of resources. These are all you can consider as optimum level. Okay. See, I supposed to travel 60 kilometers distance. Okay. What are the things I should consider? Best route, less number of, like 60 kilometers distance I should cover. But if I take an all round, it can be 70 kilometers turn. Or if I take some inner layers of the travel route, it may consume more petrol or a fuel which is required. So the distance is somewhere I have to reach. But how best I have reached is important, right? That is optimum performance. Second point, Arti, is it clear what is optimum? This is generally English term. It is not actually the technical term. I hope you understood now. Please respond to this. So optimization is for the purpose of compiler optimization. You can rearrange your code to get better performance. That is actually the point here. Okay? Right? All of you? Fine. All of you please respond in this. Any questions? If you have any question, you can respond. Others? It is nowhere related to your general PLSQL code. It is related to the technical features of your PLSQL. Fine? Right. Please click actively, all from all locations. Basic point, if it is clear, then I will move for next level. So, initialization parameters for PLSQL code blocks. Specify the compilation mode for PLSQL library units. So, when you are working with the PLSQL coding, so many of the library units we use generally when you are installing PLSQL or like Oracle software, there are many of the libraries will be installed automatically in your software of Oracle. But these all, whatever you are installing, you want to use those all installation components or libraries. So you want to use those libraries. PLSQL code type is native code type or interpreted or native. Interpreted or native is what you know. When you are installing Oracle on your computer, there are many of the different libraries will be installed. These installed libraries will be work with your all requirements. Like if you use a code construct with certain data types, the data type library is separately available. If you use any create procedure, create or alter procedure, create trigger, create or alter trigger. So if you are writing some syntax and statements of those constructs, those relevant libraries are available. Fine. So these libraries, you want to use it for interpreted base or native support. Native support is defaultly whatever is available, that is native support. Can I know from all of you? Apart from this, optimization level can be specified. So 0, 1, 2, 3, there are different levels of optimization. Okay. 0 is one parameter of the optimization. So binary integers, PLS integers, these data types, whatever you are using, these expressions or whatever you have mentioned in your program, those optimization levels we can choose. So there are different levels of optimization to better performance of your PLSQL. Fine. So those are all have been replaced from the previous versions of Oracle 9 to Oracle 10 or Oracle 11G. Till that extent, these are all have been modified. So now how you can use these settings in your program? So how I can use these settings in my program? These levels how I can apply? So the debugging process how I can do? So the compiler settings I can do using some code. That is simply, you can see here, PLSQL code type native I can use. You can see the last statement when you are using in a program. Or PLSQL optimize level equal to 2. So optimize level 2. That I want to share with you all. Oracle was there since many years. There are various versions of Oracle is available. So when a new version was released, the existing features of the old version will be taken and they add more new features to the new version. So you want to use the existing version to perform more better than the previous version, right? So optimization levels allows us to choose to give the better performance configuration to your existing Oracle engine. So I will make it much more simple to you all. So you may use Oracle 11G now, right? Oracle 11G, when they released it, that first time when they released it, it is called as release 1 of Oracle 11G. They may add new features to the existing Oracle 11G. Then that is 11G release 2. So that would be continued for longer period, even years also. Release 3 of Oracle 11G. So more new features. They may not change the version as Oracle 12 or 14. Point taken. Existing version can be upgraded with more releases. Can I know from all of you? Is it clear to you all? Oracle 8, Oracle 9, Oracle 9i, Oracle 10, Oracle 11G. So those are all actually from the older model to new model with new features, whatever you are incorporating. Those are all should be configured to the existing things also, because in real software development platform like us, they don't do uninstallation and installation. Okay, they will configure from the old to new. No server can be completely modified. No server can uninstall the existing version of the Oracle, and they will upgrade the existing older to the new version. So such situation, you need to configure for the newer level and newer quality and better performance of your existing engines. Point taken, all of you. But in our personal computer, cleared. In our personal computer, as we are just learner or user, or at this stage you are all like independent developers, right? So the data, whatever you are creating, employee tables, department tables, again you can do it. But in real time, there is no chance of disturbing the existing data. There is no chance at all to make the server down for some time, right? It has to be available to the public as long as the public need it. So you have to make this database with the newer version with certain advancements. So that is the reason here the small code blocks provided are there, that how you can change the settings. Code type native, not interpreted type. Interpretation is reading a line, compiling a line, reading a line, changing a line. Compiler base is what? Reading entire program and converting into lower code, like machine understandable code. That is the difference between interpreter and compiler. So PLSQL code type native in the sense it's like a compilation. If PLSQL code type is interpreted type, means reading a line, and like how a translation you will generally experience in the real life. Someone is giving a message, one word has been said, so that statement will be converted. Instead of that 10 minutes, one message can be converted at a time. That is actually compilation. Point taken, all of you? Fine. So now, when you go for understanding what are the initialization parameters you have configured so far in your PLSQL code block, so that we can see in a small example with the library content I want to open. That easily you too can analyze. From the library content, you can read the data, right? So I want to share as the one describe statement user underscore PLSQL, that is your PLSQL configuration settings of all objects we can analyze here. Okay, object underscore settings. So this type of table will provide the complete information of all type of columns and what are the purpose of the columns defined over there. So optimization level, PLSQL code type, and PLSQL debugging levels, PLSQL warnings, and length of the semantics like a data type variable settings and error flags. So now here this one I want to make it as a table. Now I want to read the data from this. So when you read the data from this is for the all dictionary views, means this is a dictionary view. It is nothing but a library data. But when I want to read the information from this library data, every user is in the sense compile time collection. So every user, when user is reading this data, as a DBA, database administrator, you need to have the idea. As a developer, you need to have the idea. So every user, all users, DBA users, or like executive users, general users, whatever the category of the users you have created, all users can access it, because it is actually a open library object, nothing but dictionary object. So this dictionary object is an internal view in the Oracle. So it is available for different category of procedures, functions, packages, triggers. So anywhere you can access this. Point taken. This type of features related to the different category of the data. So here CC flags. CC flags is for that compile time, compiler compiler configuration information. So this type of information which is already configured is available in this view. Can I know from all of you? Can I get the response from all of you, please? You need to think in the point of view as you are working. You are working as a database developer. Apart from the code, I should have the knowledge on how to configure my database to give the better performance. So that is the one you need to understand from this. Okay? Fine. So the CC flags. If you look into the CC flags, I will show the data once you analyze. RT, you will get a clear idea 1 minute. So I am reading the data from this, then you can understand it. Fine. CC flags, you can see there is no CC flag data available, but data types data is available. So when you are changing the existing parameters of your compiler with any of the conditional compilation, in industry we have different ways of executing your programs, changing your server features with certain conditional compilation. So CC stands for conditional compilation. So in case of any parameters defined as conditional compilation, so those are all will be available. So procedure has to be executed with certain conditions. The cursor has to be executed with certain conditions. So compilation condition is a CC flag. Point taken, all of you. So those are all not defined. So no report is available over here. But if you consider everything, name, you can see there is a function. Function is a interpreted base it is. PLSQL debugging is false, and PLSQL warnings have been disabled, and that the type of a length semantics is byte type, byte by byte, okay? And any conditional compilation flag defined for this function execution? No. So defaultly, whatever the settings are there, those only we have used over here. Can I know from all of you now? Is it clear to everyone? All from all locations? Please respond once. Yes, yes. So everything, if you take a procedure, whatever you created or there. So query employee, add column, check salary function, get salary function, add department procedure. So whatever all have been configured for executing this procedure, those settings you can monitor it. So that's the way you can use it. But when you want to change any setting, you can change the parameter with a changed property of the session, so that you can see how you can change it. See, alter session. Session in the sense that session, whatever has been created to you, you can change the optimization level to 1. So 1 is the point here when you want to change the optimization level. Optimization level from a particular level to another level you want to change. So optimization level 1 you want to change. So what is there in the 1? So you want to change from the default value to a different value. That is the 1. Fine. So I want to change from the default value to a different level. So that is alter session. Set. You are keeping a new parameter. The parameter, what is parameter you know? The value which you are supplying here is the parameter. Taken point? The 1 is a parameter. It can be 1, it can be 2, or it can be 3, 4, 5. So these are the parameters you can pass to change the settings of the optimization level. PLSQL code type native. Interpretation to native. Fine. So you will get a message that has been succeeded. Can I know from all of you? Is it clear to you all? Expecting response from all of you. All from all locations. Any questions? So now I want to take you all so some settings of your environment you can change. So sessions altered. So alter session set PLSQL optimize level equal to 1. Fine. Point taken. So the session properties have been changed. native is by default. Yes, interpretation is by default. Native is configured. See, whatever you configure, that would be available as the default one. So 1 to 2 we have changed. Point taken. So 1, if you choose, what is the advantage? It eliminates the unnecessary computations and errors. So I want to take a point of 1. What is the advantage of 1? Okay. So we have changed the setting from, see, 1 I am placing here, the advantage of 1. On the top you can see. So to eliminate unnecessary computations and exceptions, the parameter is 1. Okay. I hope you all can see on the top I have placed that. Here you can include one more line. That line I want to add to eliminate. So 1, you can remove some of the English lines here to eliminate unnecessary computations and exceptions. We have just changed the optimization level. Whatever the level was there, from that level to 1 we change. As an example, you can change it to 2, you can change it to 3, you can change it to 4. Fine. So you want to change from level 1 to level 2. So what are the modern optimization techniques have been integrated that you can configure into level 2. Fine. So likewise, we have different things to configure in your PLSQL native engine. Can I know from all of you? Because it is not a code related thing. It is completely a technically Oracle engine related feature. That's why I'm asking you all multiple times. Is it clear or not? Multiple times I'm asking you all. Everyone click on yes by clicking on Android. Shambazar, Preet Vihar, Andheri, Bandra Center, BKC, Borivali Center, all from Borivali, Ghatkopar, Chauhan, Akshay, what about Sunny, all Sudyani, Rawat Vikas, Darpan, Aditya, Aishwarya, 2 Aishwaryas after long time. If I miss 1 or 2 names, don't think differently. Fine. So that is actually the PLSQL code type and optimization type. Ati Oracle is not a tricky. Oracle is actually a high-end technology in database management system. There are 2 products or pioneer products in IT industry in database management. One is Oracle Corporation, Oracle Server. Second one is Microsoft Corporation, Microsoft SQL Server. There is a competition in between these 2 products where the product offers wide range of services. Understanding this wide range of services is not with the normal view. We should think in the higher technical view. So in your course, RT and others, by luck we are learning directly Oracle courseware from Oracle Corporation. So you look into this, that is Oracle logo that you can see here. The courseware is directly from Oracle Corporation. So even one point of something cannot be avoided because the book given by Oracle Corporation to you all. So that's the reason the course is big. Second point, all of you. So this much you are learning, but this much commonly is more than enough. Okay? Fine? Right. So usually, while you are working with any PLSQL program, you will experience some warnings that we generally consider as an error. So warnings can be ignored, but result of some environments, it gives a error. See, when you compile a PLSQL procedure or a function, it shows a message the procedure has been created with some compilation error, right? So that is error or a warning? All of you please respond. Is that an error or a warning? Okay. See, error at line number, error at somewhere. Such a way it shows the error. Sometimes it gives warnings also. So there is a slight difference between these two. So when an error is generated or when it is like generated as a warning. So starting with Oracle 10G, older version, the previous version of 11G, okay, the compiler has been enhanced to produce warnings for subprograms. Warnings for subprograms is what? You may write a procedure, or you may create a function, or you may create a trigger, or you may create a package, or you can create a package with some subprograms. But error or warning inside the subprogram has to be published out to the programmer. So you will enable warnings in your program or in your Oracle. So when you compile your program, the warnings will be generated. So you can view the warning. So it's a simple diagram, makes it very clear. So the process is, I have configured some warning levels in my compiler. So when an error is generated, the error can be produced, warning can be produced. Okay. So success is always a completely executable code can be created. So valid compiled unit is called as success result. But failure is it has generated, it has created with certain compilation error. So compilation is what? Whatever the program you have written, syntactically correct or not, structurally correct or not, objects are available or not. So program will be created well so that you can execute it. But if it is created with compilation error, what you expected in the result, that doesn't come, right? So existing syntax errors or semantic errors like structure or code or anything, data types, conversions, those all will be generated. So there will be some advantage when a compiler generated some error, right? So benefits of compiler warning. What is the benefit? There will be a benefit of some errors. So generally when a compiler has generated an error, that generates with the error number and at error line. So make programs more robust. Robust in the sense error free. And avoid problems at runtime. Because you have created a PLSQL code block. But result is created with compilation error. But when you execute it, gives a wrong error. Result doesn't come. So make programs more error free, that is robust. Robust in the sense error free. Second thing, when you make a program error free, then the program will run in runtime. So execution, it will run as you expected. Can I know from all of you? So we need to analyze the potential problems while you are creating a program. Identify potential performance problems and identify the factors that produce undefined results. So it is your responsibility being a programmer. So you need to analyze what are the blocks can generate errors, and you need to analyze what are the type of warnings can come from the program when you make it available to the user. See, you are responsible to create a solution that you will provide to the users of the organization. So then if you create a program with some error, when I use it, I will get an error, right? So being a programmer, you should identify what type of errors may cause in case if you provide this particular program which is being created with some warnings or errors, right? Second point, all of you? So the errors or warnings: severe, performance, informational, all. There are different categories. Severe error. What is severe error? So sometimes you will get a message. The message is the severe type of error messages. Severity in the sense the seriousness, right? So when you are getting such type of errors, like some parameter related errors, so the causing of these errors will give a unexpected result in the program that may lead to experience a unexpected behavior in the application, because in the PLSQL program will be added into the software application finally, right? So these errors, whatever has been created, the program whatever has been created with some errors, when you use it in the runtime, some severe errors may generate. The reasons of the severe errors are: so you're supposed to pass a parameter for a function or a procedure, a varchar data type. Instead of that, you pass a parameter of number data type. So data type mismatch, but the result what you expected never comes. Fine. So you need to ensure that what type of errors can come, what type of the problems can be generated to the program, you should predict it. So performance related error. What is performance related? Actually, I want to have a 2 characters length of a string. Like char of 2 I can take. Instead of taking varchar 2 of 10, right? Char of 2 I can take. Why should I take varchar 2 of 10? So varchar 2 of 10 is a very bigger data type. And varchar 2 supports of different like language parameters. Like varchar 2 it supports Latin, or varchar 2 supports all ASCII code, everything. Unicode support also it supports. So why should I go for that much bigger data type if I have only 2 characters length of a string? So that is actually performance. We never experience directly the performance. Point taken? That the result of the delay in execution, result of slow in process, those are all performance. Expecting response from all of you. Informational. Informational is some of the different category of the messages will be generated. What is the message? You created a procedure. When you create a procedure, or you might have used on or is, some keywords you might have used in the procedure. So you created a procedure, create or replace a procedure, procedure name, as or on you want to use. If you are supposed to use procedure as, if you use as on, it may suggest you instead of on you should use is. So it is guiding you. It guides you in every stage. So that is informational. So the code is more maintainable, and code is a reachable code, and it would guide you what you should do. So informational error and all type of errors can be configured. Point taken. All of you please respond. Everyone. Expecting response from all of you, please. So, when you are defining some warning message labels in your PLSQL program, you want to define some warning message labels so that in the program it generates different category of the messages. Declaratively, programmatically. 2 different ways. Declaratively means you can define in your compiler. Programmatically, you can use a package. 2 labels you can use. PLSQL warning initialization parameter you can define in the PLSQL code block. And DBMS underscore warning package, that will allow you to define some labels in your program. So two different ways this you can use. Can I know from all of you? This warning package is a code block package. If you have any questions, you can ask me. You don't need to hesitate for asking the question. I can understand this complexity to some extent conflict with the previous things. Okay, I will explain once again. Warning message levels you want to define in your PLSQL engine, right? So you want to define in an engine by altering the session like how you have configured parameter setting, or else you want to write in the program. So if you want to write in the program, bbms_warning package you can use. Or else if you want to define settings in the engine level, so PLSQL_warning initialization parameter you can use. Can I know from all of you? Now is it clear to you all in this extent? Practically you can see that how it will be. It's a very simple definition. You can define the all warning levels. So you can see warning levels. Alter session, set PLSQL warnings, enable severe, enable performance, disable informational. So the session will be altered. Severe errors only will be published to you as and when the error generated from your program. Enable performance related bottlenecks errors will be generated, but informational errors would not be produced because you disabled it. Parameter as taken. Point taken, all of you? Can I know from all of you, please? So in this example, severe and performance warnings have been enabled and informational parameter of the warning has been disabled. So instead of A, if you use B, it will be run. That message would not be shown to you because informational error you are disabling. Can I know from all of you, please? If it is disabled, then how we get informational error? Again, you have to configure it, enable it, right? So to the output window, it doesn't show, right? All of you, please respond. General PLSQL sessions have been completed for us. Coding wise related to all PLSQL concepts have been covered. But this is the one is how you can use your PLSQL compiler efficiently for your programming need. So the technical concepts we are learning apart from the code related concepts. All of you. So apart from this alter session warnings enable severe. So only one you can mention. So alter session set PLSQL warnings equal to enable severe, disable performance related to that particular error code only, not everything. So that is the third one. So first one is actually you made severe and performance are enabled and informational disabled. Second one you enabled only severe. Third one you mentioned a particular type of a error. You don't want to get that error message like 5003. A serious problem in your code will be avoided with that particular number, whatever is relevant to that. Fine. So the third one is a performance disabled with error number 05003. Instead of a warning message, the error will not be presented to you, the specific error in this performance parameter. Can I know from all of you, please? So three ways we define error parameter, warning. All of you? Any questions? No questions? Sunny? You are so silent, all of you. Fine. So how can we check? How can we check the settings of your warning? Because we have already created. Okay, Sunny, great. Right. So you might have chosen some settings on your Oracle engine for warning levels or warning parameter. So there is a view, $parameter view. There is a object settings to read the data. The environment, you can use developer or you can use a warning package function. So there are different ways you can retrieve the information of the settings of your PLSQL warning parameter. So how do we check about the parameter settings? So using the dictionary views we can read, and we shall see how you can read the data. Fine. So I'm taking you all to that example to show PLSQL warning. I want to show it to you all. The package of the PLSQL $parameter package, that is the view, allows you to search for that. I'm taking that example to you. I want to share it. 1 minute. When you are working with this parameter, this is a dictionary view $parameter. So I want to use this $parameter. So view also like a table. So when you are reading the data from a view, select statement, start from $parameter. So I'm executing this statement. Oh. Fine. Yes, RT. This is a dictionary view RT. This dictionary view. The dictionary view allows us to retrieve the information. Actually, in my $parameter. Fine. The spelling wise correct only. These are all dictionary parameters, dictionary views. These dictionary views allows us to retrieve the data from the existing like dictionary views. So what the advantage with the dictionary view? It is not a thing which you create. It is a library developed by Oracle developers. They provided some of the things related to whatever has been created in your like a default settings of your Oracle engine or your Oracle compiler. So those information we are retrieving. Okay. Showing in my system the view is not existing, but if you use this, we can retrieve the information of the configuration settings of your PLSQL warning. Even though I will try. Fine. One more point time. Let me check this. So in my table, in my installed library, that particular view is not existing. So that is the reason I'm unable to retrieve the settings of the warning. Otherwise, in case if you check it out now only on your available environment, if you type $$ parameter, select star from $$ parameter. So that is a dictionary view. It provides the complete information of the configuration of your warning in your Oracle installed version. So that is the one. Can I know from all of you? So what is the warning message? So generally, assume that this is a small PLSQL code block. Create or replace a procedure. Bad procedure is the name of the procedure. So some content you have created, some parameters you mentioned, and you have created with begin and end statement. Fine. 1 minute please. Fine. Thank you all. So begin and end. So assume that this is the program you have created. When you compile and run this program, assume that was created with some error. So what is that? It was created with some PLSQL procedure created with some warning. So the result of this, if you use this for any reason, then it show a message. See that show errors are procedure, bad procedure. So show errors is the parameter you have used over there. Then it is showing what type of error it is. Otherwise it shows only the thing that is procedure created with compilation warning. If you use show errors also, then it shows that particular type of error also. Point taken, all of you? Expecting response from all of you. So this is the type of error which is already stored in that particular compiler output but was not shown to us. But when you use the show parameter, show errors parameter, then it shows the errors also. Fine. Show error is a command. The command, like how we are using set server output on, same manner we are using show errors. Then it shows the actually the compilation errors. Fine. Right. Any questions? So while you are working with PLSQL, so some guidelines for warning. What are the guidelines here? The settings for the PLSQL warning parameter are stored along with each compiled subprogram. So what are the procedure, function, trigger, whatever you created, these are all will be stored in that particular subprogram only. So when you use that program, the error causes to get some unexpected results. If you recompile the subprogram using one of the following statements, the current settings for the sessions are used for create or replace, or create or alter or recompile. So what would be the result? So you are going to use this existing error to store in the same subprogram again. If you recompile the subprogram using alter compile statement with the reuse settings class, the original settings stored with the program is used. So that is the reason here, when you create a subprogram, if the subprogram got some errors, the compilation, the program has been created, a code block has been created, subprogram has been created with compilation errors. So the result of this, the errors will be stored within that particular subprogram. Point taken. So this is actually a part of defining settings in your compiler. Apart from that, you can use some package in your subprogram. The package is DBMS_warning package. Fine. DBMS_warning package. This DBMS DBMS underscore warning package you can use in your PLSQL code block. Fine. So settings, compiler warning labels, query settings, modify settings, delete settings, restore settings. So your PLSQL DBMS underscore warning package you can use in your code block. Whatever the code you write, in that particular code box you can use this package. So programmatically it allows you to manipulate your warning settings. Programmatically it allows you to manipulate your compiler warning settings. Fine. So this package you can write in your program, in your PLSQL program. All of you taken the major point here. So you may think that I can do it immediately in my requirements. See, these are all actually the different things related to the database administration level. An administrator wants to generate a message. So when administrator wants to generate a message for any reason, so the settings here required to generate the messages can be used with the DBMS underscore warning package. Point taken. Being an admin user, like administrator, you want to generate some messages based on the different category of the operations performing by the users of the database. So this is not actually a message generated from a compiler. It is a message which you want to use in a program where all users wants to get that message. So being an administrator, you can use this type of package. You are not administrator, but you want to make it to be available to the administrator, you can use this package. Fine. And you can allow the category of the people also to get those type of messages, not everyone. So warning messages also, we have different categories here. Subprograms of your package. Fine. RT, being a programmer, while you are writing programs in PLSQL coding, itself in the program you want to use a package. You don't want to configure the settings at the compiler level. That means as a customized warning you want to define in your PLSQL code block. For that you have a package. Package is what you know, it is a library. Okay, it is a library. So you are all Java students. You know what is a jar file. So what is jar file? Can I know from all of you? Can I know from all of you what is jar file? Can anyone type a message? What is jar file? Fine. So these are all actually additional libraries. So these additional libraries which are not defaultly available in the installed version. So you need to access this particular package, or else you need to install this package or library when you install your Oracle. Okay. Library files containing many classes. Exactly. The file with jar extension having Java support. So how you have analyzed it, Rawat and Chauhan? So you analyze, it is not the part of my program, it is an additional file where some other program constructs are available. So as Rawat mentioned, library files containing many classes. Exactly. So Chauhan responded, a file with .jar extension having Java support file. That is true. Same manner here, these are all actually the extensions. These are not part of your Oracle. So it's a package. You can use this package for creating some customized errors in your program. So programmatically you can use it. So for that you are analyzing the methods available in that particular package. Package is a, like as jar, how you compare with a jar file, is a library with some many classes. with some functions and procedures. Same manner here, this package will be with some subprograms, set warnings, query warnings, replace warnings, and warning category names. So these are all the different subprograms are available in this package. Point taken. This package you can use while you are writing a program to create or to generate a customized error. So the package with different library information. These are the available methods, nothing but the procedures and functions of your TBMS underscore warning subprogram. All of you. So the syntax of using this you can find here. Execute DBMS underscore warnings dot add warnings underscore settings category, warning category in varchar 2, warning value in varchar 2, scope of the warning in varchar 2. So numbers, strings, categories, different types of warnings you can generate. So these are all actually the way how you can use these settings. Fine. So generally when you take add warning settings cat, that is category. What are the category you already supplied? You want to supply a different category. Number, previously what you supplied, you want to change the number related settings. Messages like category names. So these are all different types of methods and procedures readily available for us. So a simple message of execution that you can see. Programmatically how you can use it. Execute DBMS underscore warnings dot set warnings underscore settings underscore strings hyphen enable all for the session. So that if you look into the small syntax here, for that particular session you are customizing such type of a error. Okay. For that particular session only you are customizing that error. All of you please respond. So I am sharing that example to you. So you can see execute DBMS underscore warning dot set warnings underscore settings underscore string. So in case of any string related settings or errors, so those all can be customized and executed in this environment using this setting. For that particular session you are enabling it. For the particular session you are enabling. Can I know from all of you? Not for every session. For that particular session only you are enabling it. Same manner you can enable for all other categories also. Once if you execute it, it gives a message that this has been completed successfully. Means these warning settings have been specified for all related to string settings in that particular session. Expecting response from all of you. So if it's not so clear, we can see with a different example also. For anyone, if it is not so clear, I will share that example, whatever I have shown. So when you are using a warning function, you don't think it bigger sense. Okay, it is very simple. Set server output on. How you are using it? Is any other way? Is there any meaning? Yes, there is a meaning. Set server output on is a parameter. Off and on. So whatever you are getting from the server, you don't want to display. Whatever you are getting from the server, you want to display. On and off we call it a parameter. Okay. Execute DBMS underscore output dot put line. So if you don't use execute, this is the method you are using, right? This is a method you are using, that is put line method. So DBMS underscore warning dot get warnings underscore settings underscore string. So what you are doing, you are enabling many of the features enable informational, disable performance, enable severe. So there are different types of parameters you are passing to that particular function. What is warning function? You are getting the result of error to be displayed when you execute a putline method. Expecting response from all of you now. And there is a big code for understanding everything in a simple example given in your courseware that I want to share with you all. So entire thing will be clear in this example to you. So this is the one you can see. So everything has been placed in a single example. Create or replace procedure, compile code. So you are creating a procedure. This procedure will be executed every time when you pass a package name. Okay? The package is the parameter. See, RP, that was not the package, that was setting. Now I am talking about the package. Okay? Okay. So now here this is a procedure. This procedure is not a procedure for some performance or related to any data changes or anything. It is a procedure for enabling or using for DBMS warning package. Is warn value is varchar2, compile statement is varchar2 of 200. So when you alter a package, the package name and compile data has to be presented. So what way you are creating it? Begin and end. In between that, you are configuring many settings of the your package DBMS underscore warning package. So whenever the error generated, your procedure will be executed. Compile code is my procedure name. This will be executed as soon as the error is generated. So warn value DBMS underscore warning dot get warning setting string. So this is the one parameter. Then putline current warning setting has to be displayed the warn value. Where is the warn value? You created it as like a variable. Okay. Then you are changing one more settings category, performance disable session. So performance disable session. And again modified warning settings, you are modifying compiler statements, execute immediate compile statement. What is compile statement here? This is the statement you are executing immediately. That information will be reduced. And warn value will be presented for that particular session. And it shows again a message, entire settings properties, whatever you mentioned. So the procedure with the package name, if you pass as a parameter, then it shows whatever you expected to be displayed. Point taken, all of you. So I want to share that example to you, then what way it works. So I'm sharing the screen to show that result to you. Code block, I request you all to look into this. So this is the code block, same to same code block. So this once if you save and if you create it, the procedure got created with all with required package parameters. So again I will explain that when you want to execute it, what would be the result? Then it shows the result of whatever you defined in that, right? Fine. So this is the procedure we have created. The procedure would exist as your reusable code, but when you use this anything like you are changing the property here, then that procedure will work. So this execution. So that type of settings have been changed in that particular package. So you enable everything for that particular session related to the string parameters. Can I know from all of you, please? Expecting response from all of you. So using the PLW06009 warning message, while you are developing the program using PLSQL code construct, we can generate some warning messages. These warning messages actually, this compiler log it is. If the compiler log displays a message, what is compiler log? The compiler stores all these type of error messages. Then this log is displaying a message. Fine. This log has to store this type of error number, and it shows the message of the error. So some form of raise or raise application error. So these two actually the parameters for such type of messages. So when you are using any type of a message, so I want to share a small example of the different category of the messages using one particular table, library table. So let's start from, see, all errors can be stored in one particular table, user underscore errors. So now you can see what category of the errors. So these are all the errors have been stored in that particular table. See, this is whatever we have created. At department, there is a procedure, there is a sequence in that, line number 8, position 65, there is an error in that code block. So message number 103. So there is a check salary, is the function. In the function there is an error, check salary to function. So these are all actually stored here. There are many pages of the errors have been maintained in the compiler log. All of you, please respond. Is it clear to you all? The compiler log errors. Just if the user error is the available dictionary table. This is a table not created by us. It is a dictionary table. In this dictionary table, it has stored all the compiler errors. That compiler errors we have retrieved using only the category type, whatever the type you are using. Suppose if you take name where name equal to P. So in next page also let me check. Only that type of parameter is not there. So employee package, the package body EMPS must be declared. So some error, what was generated earlier, is not the thing created by me now, right? These are all the things were created earlier. These are all the program errors we experienced in the previous practicals, right? Such type of errors, whatever was generated earlier, those are all being stored in user errors table. Fine, all of you. No, Akshay, I'm sharing the projection screen only. Now again I'm sharing that screen. You please look into this. Is the screen visible to you? Yes. So I have shown the errors which were stored earlier in your PLSQL compiler log. Any questions? Any questions? Please respond. See, there are two different sessions still supposed to be discussed. One is with the PLSQL conditional compilation. That is one more session, PLSQL conditional compilation. Second one is understanding and managing PLSQL dependencies. Dependencies in the sense what are the tables are supporting for like different category of the libraries are supporting for your procedures, functions and other things. Those packages, tables, triggers, all the things, what are the type of dependencies it refers. Because when you create a table, the table creation will be dependent on some other functions or procedures internally. So when you create a procedure, that would be created on some other things, right? So such things we need to understand in the coming session of our subject. Can I know from all of you? So can I expect you all that you all will prepare well for the remaining content? So can you start doing practical? That would give a raise on it. Otherwise, you can easily prepare for exam, but if you can do practicals, it gives more subjective idea. All of you. Many were missed the classes. Okay. So I want to share one question to you all. So the question I request you all to share. Because I will plan it for a cloud consultation based on the number of sessions you all have missed. Then next question I will ask you for last two classes. Okay. All please respond. Everyone, Aishwarya, Chauhan, Aishwarya, Sumran, Rawat, Vikas, everyone, all from Borveli and Dheri. No problem, Sunny. That is not a class. Cloud session doesn't matter. Okay. Why this is I am asking, if necessary, I will take up whatever you missed in cloud consultation. That's right. So last three in the sense almost last two also, right? So some are missed many. I can see many participants here. So this is for last 5 classes. Few members. Okay. You are there. Gagandeep, yes. All can respond because I can assess what extent I can cover in cloud consultation. So very few members have missed last 5 classes. Good. So I want to know. So this is our MR practicals I want to know. Then I will consolidate one session for all practicals to show. all have not completed, some are completed, some are not yet completed. Everyone please respond, don't need to hesitate, I can assess. Some have not responded, please make it fast. Aishwarya, Rawat, Dubey, Simran, Darshan, everyone, D'Souza, Saif, Samia, Aarti, everyone. So I can easily assess that still many are supposed to do the practical, because 2 kits, level 1 is a kit 1, okay. Only the good extent is Borivali students, only Borivali, okay. Sunny, Sonal, whoever, everyone, Chauhan, Rawat Vikas, Akshay, Aditya, so Gagandeep from Preet Vihar, good, good. Aishwarya, please, you haven't responded. Yes, Sunny. So, last question. This question is for kit 2, okay. Level 2, that is PLSQL. So this I am asking only first 5 chapters of the PLSQL kit 2. Then I will consolidate for each chapter 1 or 2 practicals in a thorough session on your cloud consultation. So based on your input. All please respond, make it fast, then we shall participate in feedback. So many are not started so far, no problem. One time if I can support you in cloud consultation for this, then you all can get a raise in this, okay. Okay, so many haven't done, okay, fine. Only few members have done. Okay, Aarti. Okay, okay. So then you can find a solution from your center only, Aarti. Fine. So why I have taken this data? So based on that, for each chapter, wherever the important things are there, practically I show those things in the cloud consultation. So then you all can easily find out. So again, no, Sarvadarshan, I asked you all to come on tomorrow, but you all have said not possible. So again, next class on Wednesday. If necessary, I will ask you to come on one more day. Otherwise, Wednesday will be the last class for us. Then you will have only cloud consultation. In the cloud consultations, I will give a recap of the topic. Okay? All of you. In cloud consultations, what I will do, so in the kit 2, like level 2, for 2 chapters or 3 chapters, one complete consultation session with practicals I show. So then you can recall it easily and you can easily do practicals again. Okay? That would be nice for you all, I hope, right? So exam will be on 7th, that is on Wednesday. Exam will be on 7th, that is Wednesday. Fine? So I am sharing that point here. Fine? So next class will be on Wednesday. Day after tomorrow again we will have the class. Course module test is on 7/9/2016. All of you please participate in feedback, and you all can leave for day and prepare well. Many other things I will upload in our group. Okay. Any more questions? If you have, you can ask me. Participate in feedback, then you all can leave for today. One minute. I will share the group name. So group name RT, easily you can find it out. Revision IIT underscore PLSQL underscore S160420. If you type anything like using this number also, you can find the group name RT. Okay, fine. So please spend time, available time, and read it well and participate in feedback. Thank you all for today's session, and we shall meet on day after tomorrow. Thank you all. Good day to you and good night.